What's up everyone, this is FirstImaG. So for today's video today, I know you guys are already watching Tuna Fish's and ElswordZero's live stream showing all the third classes, but for today's video, I'm basically doing a recap of their information they provided for the community to see what the new classes are like. So in this case, I'm going to actually look into TT's new class. The new name for is going to be Centurion. Pretty awesome name for him, as his class says he's just going to be a little special class that we have. I'm just going to quote on everything they said during the live streams. I took the time to record portions of the live streams and got some information from them. So if some information may be a little bit inconsistent because either I didn't catch it right, just let me know down to comment below, or if I catch it myself, I'll put in the comments down below also, just saying that like, oh, I actually meant to say this and not actually that I said in the video itself. So hopefully Dice actually gets some things out of the way right now, and we can actually start diving into what Centurion actually has for us in stock. For the majority of you, I bet you already know how fun he's gonna be. Centurion did actually got the necessary buffs he needs to be a more funnable, enjoyable, and actually probably fun class that you should all have to be, in my opinion, you should have, because with all his kit he actually has right now. To get things started, we can actually talk about his new passive that he actually got recently. So from what I actually got from the information from my guild members who's actually been watching it, and then from the live stream itself, he actually has a new siege mode system he actually been added to his kit. So according to what they said, Tactical Trooper actually gains a new siege mode that allows you to in the cost of a certain amount of ammos of red ammo, you can actually generate a black hole that has a really good amount of section to it, drag models into it, and at the same time you actually receive a minor buff that looks like a wonder roll, but it sort of acts like Runeslayer's Phoenix Talon, which grants you ability to deflect projectiles. And if you actually do so, you actually get, I believe either you get mana gain from it, just like Phoenix Talent, or you actually get additional MP cost to your kit for a certain amount of seconds. That information is a little bit odd and a little bit cloudy if it's confirmed or true or not, but within around that range, that should actually be a confirmed fact. Moving on to the more practical part to his kit, which is the new black hole system. This kit will actually allow him to gather more enemies, similar to what Fatal Family actually has right now with his gathering skills. It won't be that large compared to his kit, but this will allow Centurion to be a more efficient character of gathering mobs, supporting his teammates with enemy gathering. And if you want to fire this thing, it's going to consume red ammo, and if you want to extend the duration of how long the black hole will last in the field until it disappears, you have to consume more red ammo. So for instance, if you want to use all 5 of them, it's going to increase the duration for quite a while. I couldn't count how much long it is, but I think it's going to be a really hefty duration of the black hole, and it's going to be something to keep in mind when we actually receive it in the North American server. Moving on to the mod skills themselves, we actually have our 3 skills that are actually modded. So the following skills that actually are modded is going to be Big Bang Stream, Tactical Field, and Bombing Artillery, which is going to be a little bit surprising the fact they actually pick a Transcendent skill instead of the usual pattern of seeing either the first class or second class skills. So I hope you guys are ready for me explaining these mod skills on each of them. So let's start with Bombing Artillery. This one's actually got an interesting mod skill that did help with its utility compared when it was first introduced. So comparing what we had before, for the mod skill version, instead of shooting it in a very awkward angle that's like very close to you and then does very minor damage, it actually shoots it forward right in the horizontal direction, and for the range of it, it looks like it actually takes almost nearly the entire same screen. Basically, this mod skill must be a must for Centurion mains out there, because this skill actually turns to one of the best classes to do some mob clearing and map clearing compared to other chunk classes, which they actually have the weakness on if you want to take them for PvE runs. Moving on to the next mod skill is going to be Big Bang Stream. So for the mod skills this time around, instead of spraying the bombs on both ends, you actually are giving a mini somersault across one direction and throwing the bombs the opposite direction where you somersaulted at. So for those of you who actually are worried about if mod skill actually changed the entire nature of Big Bang Stream, I have to say it didn't change at all. So you still actually get to grab the buff to throw bombs for every 4 seconds when you do a normal attack, and you still have the chance of throwing a giant grenade that will last for quite a while. From what I saw from the live stream, it looks like the amount of grenades produced is a lot more less compared to his regular Big Bang Stream. It's just a little speculation from what I see, but if I were to actually get my hands on it, I actually can do a more accurate reading if it's true or not. For the final last skill that he actually has on his kit, is going to be Tactical Field. This one's a little bit more interesting because it actually does double amount of the buffs it has. So instead of having 20% with the regular Tactical Field, you actually get 40% damage reduction and 40% damage boost. And if any enemy actually is in the field itself, their ability to mana break is actually going to be cut off. You can't mana break from it, and then if anyone were to be stuck in the field and you have your teammates going after you in PvP, that's going to be one hell of a struggle of them going through. However, for a big massive trade-off on the skill, you have to actually hold the field in order to keep it for 10 seconds the maximum. To keep the tactical field alive, you have to hold the skill button, and then your character actually has to be idle in super armor all this time, and all your party members has to stay inside the field in order to give the new buff the new tactical trooper actually provides for them. So you can actually see this is a really great benefit on the new raid boss for Drobagi, because with the 40% damage increase for them, they're going to have more chances of getting the items they want, because with more damage done to the raid boss, which actually increase their chances of getting the items they want from it, if should their ranking be around double S ranking or even triple S if it's still there, if I recall. Just hopefully if they have you in the party, they should deserve to treat you out for something at lunch or give you something back just for helping them out with this buff they actually really needed. So if you are a Centurion, just sell your services to people that actually likes to do raid on a daily basis. Tell them like, hey, give me at least 50 mil per run, and you got yourself a nice way to make some income, and which can actually go towards your magic amulets or ice burners or whatever you want with this money. Just keep that in mind in case if you have any friends or any people that are hardcore PvE players that actually play Henry or anything else related to the PvE field. Which leads to the final part of the video, which is going to be his new hyperactive. Showing by Elsword Amazon's live stream, he actually showed at first when he actually played the character. You can actually see the animations looks a little bit familiar to his old hyperactive, but this time he actually shoots a big giant payload to the sky, and then it actually summons a new version of the carpet bombing, but this time it's going to be much wider range and it's going to be much bigger explosions. And to finish it all off, we have these big giant payloads that are very similar to the one in the concept art that's been shown roughly a week ago, and then it finalized with a bigger explosion. So basically this new hyperactive is going to be the more upgraded version of carpet bombing, and that actually reminds me of the passive that I actually didn't go over from the very beginning of the video. That new passive will actually be certain skills are listed within the skill list are actually sped up, and then sometimes they're a bit changed all at the same time. So quoting from one of my sources saying that Chaos can, and actually art is changed to the point that you can actually fire the rocket running at normal speed, and you can actually just shoot it like a normal rocket launcher. And so for carpet bombing, it actually got a significant buff with a cast speed actually sped up to the point it's going to be near instant or something like that. So hopefully that sums up all the videos alone, just in case you want to do a mini recap of saying what Centurion has to offer for you guys. In my opinion, this change actually makes it much more fun character to play as, and hopefully it actually persuades more players to create Tactical Trooper, enjoying the fun of shooting black holes, more explosions, explosive payloads, and all that good stuff that Centurion has to offer. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to have more content or suggest for me to do more in the future, just throw down a comment down below and I'll try to reply back, just depending how much people actually reply to the comments. If it's a bit too much, as sometimes I can't reach to all of them, and I'll try to do my best to reach you guys as much as possible. So if you enjoyed this video, just throw down a like and share this video to your friends, saying that just in case they want to see what Centurion has to offer. So in conclusion, you should make him, you must make him, you must play him, you must have so much fun with him. That's all my last words for the new Centurion class. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.